Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week number 1 of the UPA, or the Uber Pokemon Association. My name's Adamew, the coach of your Mistralton City Mews, and this week we're going to be taking on Coach Chris of the Miami Overheat. Now, heading into this game, I am very much not knowing what to expect, as I have only played in Uber's League at least 3 years ago, and I lost every game I did because I was bad at draft back then. So, going into this one, I don't know how it's gonna go. So, you know, I've been all about the message of just like screwing around and finding out, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, in essence. So, yeah. With that brief introduction out of the side, let's get into the actual matchup. So here you can see the matchup on screen right now. You can see my team on the left, their team on the right. They have a pretty threatening rain team with Magearna and Basculegion as their Ubers. Basculegion, obviously, since it's an Uber tier Pokemon, it has access to its move Last Respects, which starts out as a 50 power base move, but increases by 50 power every time one of their allies faint. It'll be like 300 base power if Basculegion's the only Pokemon left. So that is a 300 base power stab ghost type move that, when you only have like a Chinpow and Arboliva to switch into ghost types, it's really threatening to your team. They have Tornadus Therian that can actually hit hurricanes, a Tera Raging Bolt, which is pretty terrifying for my team. Bulky setup is a bit awkward for me to deal with, but I'm hoping I can deal with it just fine by overwhelming it. They have Rillaboom to set up grassy terrain to hinder the damage of like Earthquake and other certain ground type moves for Magearna or Raging Bolt, or the Overquill that they have as the last one of their team. They have Pelipper as their rain setter, Espeon to bounce back hazards and also be a Tera setup sweeper if it wants to be, with like Tera Fairy Draining Kiss. You have Gastrodon to set hazards, along with Overquill to set hazards, and also Overquill offers a nice rain sweeper. And then they have Komala to kind of like spin away hazards in a pinch, and that is their team in a nutshell. So, like I said in the introduction, I don't exactly know how this game is going to go. The Tera Raging Bolt terrifies me. Same thing with the Magearna. Basculegion, it doesn't terrify me as much because I am definitely planning on bringing Arboliva, but it still requires me to play around it pretty well. And yeah, let's just jump into the team that I'm bringing this week. If I can actually check the summary. So, here we have Chinpow. Bring an Ice Spinner, Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Sacred Sword on this. Ice Spinner generally hits their team pretty hard, and Sacred Sword, it allows me to hit Magearna pretty hard. It's the only move that Chinpow has to actually like slap Magearna. And then I have Sucker Punch as my Dark Stab to hopefully get around Thunderclap from Raging Bolt and be able to get the priority on Basculegion if they go for the Basculegion late game and I don't have Arboliva around to deal with it. So this is generally the set. I have enough speed to outrun Tornadus Therian, and I have max attack, and then the rest is dumped into HP. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory EV spread. Veterans of the channel will know these are EV spreads I typically run. So next up we have Sneasler. Oh, and Chinpow is holding heavy-duty boots. Sneasler is going to be holding Grassy Seed to take advantage of our Boliva's Seed Sower ability and also to take advantage of my opponent's Grassy Surge ability with Rillaboom. So I have Swords Dance, Dire Claw, Throat Chop plus combat, hits everything neutral or super effectively. Throat Chop is there so I can hit the Basculegion harder, and Dire Claw plus combat just generally hit everything pretty hard, especially when boosted by Swords Dance. I have enough speed on this to speed creep an Espeon, speed creeping a max speed Garchomp. So I'm not entirely sure what speed they run. If anything, I think their Espeon will run enough to speed creep an Adamant Sneasler, but I have this speed investment just in case they decide to go Garchomp and not Adamant Sneasler. So I have Adamant Max Attack, and then the rest I'm pretty sure is just dumped into Special Defense. And yeah, that is another self-explanatory set. I have been burdened to get the speed boost after Grassy Sea gets used. And next up we have Mewtwo. Mewtwo I RNG'd in Pokemon Y like 2 days ago. So, holding heavy duty boots, this is so that I don't get any, chip damage from hazards like spikes or rocks from Gastrodon. I was tempted to go Colberberry. I still may go Colberberry in a last second adjustment, but right now it's heavy duty boots. Colberberry is designed for the intent of them going Overquill to try and revenge me, but I just Colberberry with the hit and then I go on with my day. But I was generally like psyching myself out, thinking that they could go like Basculegion to revenge, so yeah. But this moveset, Side Strike, Earth Power, Nasty Plot, Recover. Nasty Plot sets up on stuff, and Side Strike, Earth Power just slaps their team super hard. Once again, same song and dance like with Chinpal. I have enough speed to outpace Tornadus Therian. I have max special attack, and the rest is dumped into, I think, HP. It's either HP, Spadaf, or Defense. I think it's HP, though. So, yeah, that is Mewtwo. Now we go to Garchomp. You see it's holding Rocky Helmet with Stealth Rock, Stomping Tantrum, Spikes, Dragon Tail. Stomping Tantrum I chose for the Ground Stab this week because both of us have Pokemon that can set grassy terrain, and Earthquake's power gets halved in grassy terrain. So Stomping Tantrum is Garchomp's next best move, so I just went with that. I have Stealth Rock and Spikes just to get hazard pressure on my opponent's team, and then I have Dragon Tail to phase things out like a non-Tera Raging Bolt or a non-Tera Espeon. So yeah, unfortunately Garchomp doesn't get Roar, which is BS, but Dragon Tail can do just a fine enough job in and of itself. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Well, my tiredness has something else to say, but that's neither here nor there. But I have Ruskin with the Rocky Helmet to punish their physical attackers like Overquill or Basculegion or Rillaboom. So yeah, this is a mainly Fizz-Def set, but I have a bit of special defense investment on there just in case. I think this allows me to not get OHKO'd by a +2 Overquill Liquidation in Rain. So yeah, and then the rest is dumped into special defense. So yeah, it's not really that self-explanatory, but it's like a mixed defensive tank chomp set. So yeah, we'll see how well it does. This was originally going to be like Klefki or something, but Garchomp I felt was more necessary due to being able to threaten Raging Bolt a bit more. And yeah, that's really what this team struggled with, especially if I play a bit too passively. And finally, we have our Arboliva. Well, not finally. Next we have our Arboliva holding an Assault Vest this week with a bit of a fun set of moves. We have Giga Drain, Earth Power. This generally hits everything neutral super effectively. Giga Drain's there for the water types. Earth Power's there for like Magearna and Overquill. I have Mirror Coat for the Magearna. and just generally their other special attackers to hopefully like bait them in and bait them into clicking a move, and then we can just slap them right back with a powerful Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat, how it works is the Pokemon that is going to be taking like a hit, it returns twice the damage back to the Pokemon that hit him if it was a special move. So this is a pretty powerful tech if it can work, and I can possibly pick off like possibly get a surprise kill on their Uber Magearna or Tornadus Therian or Raging Bolt if I can like make the play right. But first I would have to make sure that Arboliva is a threat they respect, which I'm not sure if they would respect it, but I'm hoping that Arboliva's like surprising special bulk with the assault vest is going to be enough to, you know, pick off a surprise kill. And then I have Hyper Voice as a general stab move. It may change to like Energy Ball to give me a more powerful grass move, but yeah, this was originally going to be a leftover Strength Step set, but I decided to change my mind last second, as I usually do, to an Assault Vest set because I found Raging Bolt was just so terrifying. And Magearna is too. Like, a Fizdef Magearna set doesn't even get it isn't even a guaranteed 2 KO with Garchomp. So, even if Garchomp's like max attack adamant. So, yeah, Magearna's pretty threatening stuff. Same thing with the Raging Bolt. But then finally, we have Vaporeon. Obviously going to be holding leftovers, and I have Scald, Protect. I was trying to say Protect and Baton Pass at the same time. I have Protect, Baton Pass, Wish on the set. Water Absorb, obviously for its ability, so that way I don't get hit as hard by the Water type moves. And Scald is generally all this like Pokemon needs. But I have a Baton Pass to be able to pivot out on Gastrodon. This was originally going to be Flip Turn, but I decided Baton Pass was just going to be more helpful. So, I don't know why I said more twice there. I just figured Baton Pass was going to be more helpful. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, Wish is there to keep things like Arboliva or Garchomp healthy, or even allowing me to get a free switch into Chien-Pao, Sneasel, or Mewtwo. So, I've used Wish Pass strats a lot in my time, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. I just need to not let this lull me into a false sense of security in this game where I have to like stay on the aggressive, I think, but having Wish Pass allows me to get in my Pokemon safer, especially on a slower pivot like Vaporeon. So, at any rate, guys, that is going to be the team for week number 1 of the Uber Pokemon Association. So, I will see you all in a couple of minutes for the actual battle. I want to give a big shout out to my friends Beal, Pinky, and Coconut for the help with the team this week, and generally all the help they've given me throughout the draft. So, thank you. But I will catch you all in the battle. Peace. Alright, here we are in the battle for week 1 of the Uber Pokemon Association, and we see the Magearna, Basculegion, Tornadus, Raging Bolt, which is Tera Dark. Since this is a Tera preview draft, we were required to send the Tera types of our Tera captains. Tera Dark, Raging Bolt, Pelipper, and a Tera Fairy Espeon. So, into this loadout. So, obviously our Boliva is, like, needed to handle the Basculegion, so I gotta keep that healthy. It may be needed to take Espeon too, but we don't see the Rillaboom, so we need our own Arboliva to come in to get Grassy Seed and Burden. Honestly, I feel like a solid lead Mewtwo could be fun. Either that or I just lead Garchomp, since I don't really need health on it to take on anything. I feel like a standard Rocks lead could do alright. Yeah, I'll go Garchomp lead. So they have Basculegion, Magearna, Pelipper, and Tornadus. Alright, so this could just be a nice quick knockoff or U-turn. Obviously, since they don't really have a hazard setter outside of the Magearna, they're probably going to just go Espeon. And I kind of just want a quick Dragon Tail, maybe. Alright, this is interesting here. I feel like Espeon's coming in. Okay, no, not quite. It has Taunt, so Torn has Taunt. Betas, Taunt. This is a bit of a weird situation for me to deal with. I feel like I can just go out into VAP. Because I'm not quite sure what you want to do. If you want to go for a Hurricane, that's okay. You gotta have Hurricane since you're doing Rain. So... And does quick Hurricane. Unfortunately it misses, but... I'm not quite sure how much that matters. Now I can just pivot out with Baton Pass to... Yeah, I could have quick Scald, but I like Baton Pass to just keep momentum in my favor. No matter what they want to go into. Because if they want to go Pelipper, then I'll just set up on them. I'm ready to dance, I don't care. Alright. But I'm not entirely sure what they want to bring in. They could go Mage. Okay, they just quick Nasty Plot. So Plot, Hurricane, Taunt. Taunt, Hurricane... Plot... This is the freest Chin-Pao of my life. Granted, this could be a lead set designed to take on Chin-Pao, but I'm not entirely sure how much it wants to take this on, especially since Ice Spinner is just free. It could be Yachi. On second thought, it could be Yachi, but I generally don't really care that much, because they'd still have to hit a Focus Miss. And it's just naturally bulky. Oh, it's Sash. Okay. Sashed. And does hit the Hurricane, so that will knock me out. So, Torn... Tornadus kills Chin with Hurricane. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. This gives me free reign to go Mewtwo. Unfortunately, Chin-Pao didn't do as much as I wanted it to here, but it's still workable for me. I just need to, like... I need to do a lot more, though. I should have clicked Dragon Tail turn 1 instead. It's whatever. It's whatever. Shake it off, we gotta play. Dedicated Weed Tornadus is something. They probably have Weather Ball in their last slot. Maybe. don't know what you're gonna go into. Switches out. Goes into the Espeon. Okay, so Espeon's in. Unfortunately, I don't have Chinbao to hit it hard with. That did like 50. Let's see, Mewtwo into Espeon. It's like choice specs. Let's light screen up. Honestly, should I really care? So, like, I'm not entirely sure I should. I kind of just want to go straight for it. Either that or I just click Earth Power. That's a bulky Espeon. And it sets white screen. Okay, so that's how they're gonna beat me. Set screens, so that is interesting. I'm just gonna Side Strike, cover for anything like Torn or Bolt. If I can kill the Espeon, then that'll be great. But unfortunately, I let something else in for free. So Mewtwo kills Espeon with Side Strike. So Espeon was a screen set. Screens probably had Draining Kiss since it was Terra Fairy. And it probably had a Light Clay as its item. I should have put Plot in front of it. I don't know why I didn't, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference, because I think Magearna is about to come in and queen. Though, as long as Arboliva's still around, Basculegion can't beat me. And they don't have grassy terrain, so Garchomp will be hitting a bit harder with Stomping Tantrum. Well, actually no, Stomping Tantrum always hit as hard. And they go into Bolt. So, versus this, like, weight gain on Burden is working pretty solid right about now. Kelly is a bit awkward to manage, though. I kind of just want to go Garchomp. See if I can just Dragon Tail it out. Because I'd imagine you're going to be setting up Calm Minds here. And yep, there's the T-Bolt. So I properly read that. I want a Stomping. I don't know that I can afford to set rocks with this thing in front of me. The good news is you only have a light screen up. So, Bolt, T-Bolt, and it's not faster than Garchomp. Unfortunately, it eats too. Oh, it's weakness policy. Oh shoot. That's dangerous. And it puts Dragon Pulse. Oof, this is bad. Can Arboliva eat a hit? So that's what that may be what I need to eat the hit. I just gotta go for Mirror Coat. That was unfortunate. Granted, I'm not sure if Garchomp would have lived the... I should have checked if it lived the Dragon Pulse, but... This is my first Ubers game in a while, so I'm honestly just shaking off the rust. To be honest, as long as Mewtwo is still around, then this is a winnable game. And he reads the Mirror Coat. Okay. I gotta click it again. Nope, he's just gonna set up to +6. This wins. Wait, why am I clicking Mirror Coat? I know he's Tera Dark. Because he should just Tera Dark and just Dragon Pulse me right now. This should win. I've misplayed this game to hell and back. Well, it's not entirely over. Calm Mind, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt. Yes, Thunderclap is his last. I just gotta outplay Thunderclaps with Sneasler, I think. Man, if I got the Mirror Coat off, I would have killed this thing. I was read perfectly there. I thought he was gonna Tera... He had no reason not to just Tera Dark. That confused me. Like, it worked out for him, but that confuses me to no end. Unfortunately, I don't think we win this anymore. So... yeah. Because I gotta get the reads right with Sneasler, and I don't think I can do that. I'm just gonna see if I can force him to Tera here. That's about my only hope. Force the Tera. Yep, we forced the Tera, so that's what they were waiting on. I could have just Mirror Coated that turn. Granted, I still would have been in deep, but it would have been a bit more okay. But unfortunately, Basculegion just wins anyways, so yeah, it's over. If I didn't play so dang scared around that thing. Okay. Alright. So... I have like one play to get me back in this game. You're gonna click Thunderclap here. Or is that too obvious? This is my only play I gotta make. Thunderclaps. Fails. Okay. Okay. He's had my number all game long, so he may expect me to attack, I mean, he has no reason not to play Thunderclap again. I need to make a play. I need to make a play. Because, like, I'd need to SD again. He knows that I need to SD again to win. He's got to know that. I don't know. He got me. He got me. I should have CC'd. Yep, that's over. I couldn't dance out of it. Well, that was a letdown. Yep. Yep. God. But, after, like, the Arboliva play, it was pretty much over, so... no shame in that. That was a good prep. Oh, God. Well, I mean, that's how rusty I am at this. I am not great at Uber's So, yeah. I could not anticipate that Raging Bolt at all. He played that super, super well. So, good games. Unfortunate how it ended. That the Thunderclap reads there at the end were just like, I could not make those at all. I should have just CC'd. I had so many plays that I needed to make, but I just could not make because I was just I played too scared. Like, yeah. But anyways, I will see you all next week. Hopefully we don't get annihilated by a Raging Bolt next week. So, at any rate, catch you all in the next battle. Peace.